Everyone, Napoleon Complex here, and welcome back to the historical campaign of Kublai Khan. And we are just about to finish with the Battle of Mount Fuji. Now, I was kind of hoping that this would be my first blind battle, but unfortunately I have played the start of it. Now, I say I have played the start of it because the recording crashed a number of times. Apparently, there was a problem with the code. Not the recording, rather, the game crashed. There was a bit of a problem with the code, apparently, when they updated this game to the 1.02 version. There was a change in the way some of the code works, and it actually caused the battle to crash. So, I'm not going into this completely blind. I know at least how I started, and for the sake of seeing how that works out in the end, I'm going to try and continue it in the same way. So let's get set up. I started off by putting my troops back towards the back of the battlefield. Now if we look over to the enemy, we'll see that they're setting up along this range of hills. What I want to do is draw them out of that. So I'm going to set up a defensive line along here. I ended up taking a rather defensive approach to this battle. If anyone saw my Uesugi campaign, they'll know that I can actually be quite aggressive sometimes. Well, I'm not sure about that. So, to be honest, I do tend to dislike, on the strategic map at least, I tend to dislike waiting for the enemy to attack me. I tend to like to take make an early attack. When I was a kid, I used to be more defensive. Nowadays, I'm too impatient. Okay, let's get this moving on. So I'm going to send my light cavalry around the back, and I'm going to position my heavy cavalry here. Now the idea is I'm going to try and draw their forces around the mountain and onto the flat here where they can be ambushed. Okay, something more or less as it happened last time. I might lose some troops to their archers here, but that's okay. See, these Naginats are already there. Hopefully I can get the attention of those heavy cavalry to do. In fact, let's go annoy them. Okay, yep, that's exactly what I wanted to see happen now. You just have to get turned around so you don't get murdered. Now they're out of formation. If they do stop, I'll just turn around and fire at them. Yes, unfortunately, because of the game crashing earlier, this battle is a bit scripted now. I pretty much know what they're going to do. I'm back. In the first few battles I managed to get my archers caught slightly. Let's see if I can, knowing full well what will happen if I manage to avoid that happening this time. So I'm just going to envelop these guys. Perfect. Almost perfect. Now this is usually where it crashes, so hopefully whatever the edits I made to the coding worked. It will actually... Yes. Those heavy cavalry will not be bothering me anymore. We've got the Naginata coming over the hill now. So I'm just going to use my cavalry to slaughter these forward elements. What is the rest of their army doing? Okay, let's not mess our own troops. I believe reinforcements do arrive for the enemy, because that was part of the problem. I'm not actually sure if what I did causes the enemy reinforcements not to arrive. I hope they do, because otherwise I've just made this battle substantially easy, and the way this is going... I remember, and this is one thing I mentioned in the previous... okay. So these guys are big and ugly enough to take it. Oh, come on, don't wait for everyone to arrive. They are going to move, right? They're not going to move. Alright. I can't see because of the hell. And I suppose that's true enough for my soldiers. They can't see either. Hopefully the Mongol troops are just so good. You almost can't lose with the Mongols. Let's see if I can hack them down. They were stupid enough to expose those archers. Try and keep my forces close together. Come on, get moving. Moving. We're in bit of micromanagement hell there. Ugh. Okay, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. Ah, get out of there! My goodness, that didn't work very well. Okay. Oh, they're angry now. I think it's time to pull back towards my lines. You guys run. Everyone else walk for now. Oh goodness. Yeah, in hindsight I would not make that trade before. 1 unit of samurai archers for all of that damage. That was not ideal. So we're just going to start withdrawing towards our lines. Hopefully they're going to follow us. Hopefully they'll tire themselves out. And if they don't take the bait, I'll just harass them. I'm scared of those This isn't working as well as I hoped. See, they seem to be more conservative in their actions. I wonder if I can hit them. Okay, no, we need to bring... Okay, this isn't going to work. We're going to need to come forward. Right. Let's see, if I set up my troops in the valley here... No, that's a terrible idea. Why would I do that? Okay, let's get these guys firing and get into a bit of a shooting match. Or they could try and take me head on. We'll see how that works out for them. Not very well, I'd imagine. Yikes! 3 sword saints. That's the plan. I'm going to surround the forward elements. My flank attack is itself being flanked. Okay. I can drive them into a bit of chaos. Need everything moving forward now. Kenzai are going to disrupt my advance. If it seems like chaos, it's because of this. I'm not really applying any permanent battle strategy here. I'm just reacting to events. Which, as anyone who read his strategy manuals knows, is not a good thing. Okay, they're not running, we're not going to run too. I can just lead those guys in a merry chase. I'm more concerned. At this rate, my cavalry are just going to win the battle. Okay. Okay, what are you doing? Okay. The idea is to keep the pressure on now, I think. Got their army in on the ropes, now my objective is to throw it into chaos. So I'm just going to attack anything that's still standing. With any luck, the morale's low enough that it won't matter anyway. Can we please take down those Kenzai? Okay, this is what... If I get here as soon as possible, please. I bet the enemy will... Oh, that might be it. Ah, I see. Yep, I knew this was going to happen. There come the reinforcements. So, how are we doing? Okay, I would say this is going fine. The enemies have reinforcements coming in, but I don't think it's going to be enough to swing this battle. They are going to be fresh though, and my troops are very tired of it. They're breaking and running away anyway. Find my units. Might be able to use them to actually fight. Okay. Look at the ugly line. So what's happened as my troops die, it doesn't automatically adapt the formation, so they end up looking like big, long... It doesn't automatically make the formation's width rather shrink, so you end up with these long lines. Obviously a lot of the things that we take for granted in later total war games, they just aren't here in this version. Goodness, more of them. Okay. We're all over the place. Once again, this is not really an ideal way to conduct a battle. Come on, let's get moving. Why are you just standing around? Because I ordered them to. Because I'm smart like that. If we could kill their general, that would be nice. I don't think they're going to give me that option. Get those greens. The Thunder Bombers never came into use here. Oh no! Okay. They will die so that my skirmishers will die so the rest of my army can surround them. How many of them are there? They've won now. I mean, they're all over. We've won now. I mean, they're all over the place. I think that was the last of them there. But nah. Well, they're finished. These guys don't actually seem to be trying to fight me at all, they seem to be trying to get away. I like cavalry trying and failing to take down the enemy Kensei. Those were the least valiant Kensei I've ever seen. There he goes. Okay, that should be it. Well, folks, that was the Mongol campaign, and I think we might be able to see an ending cutscene now, which I believe is identical to when you win the Mongol campaign in campaign mode. Get out of here. There we go. Alright folks, let's see the end of the game. My god, that's a lopsided kill ratio.
This land of Japan is powerful, a good place to live, a vital part of the great Mongol Empire. The lands of the Khans stretch from here in Japan across all of Asia, an empire unrivaled. It was not always so, but the Japanese daimyo and their samurai warriors are long gone. They stood against the Khans, and now no one even remembers their names. Who needs to remember the long dead? Instead, let us remember the Golden Horde. Let us remember them and their great victory. They made this land. This is the province of Japan.
Oh, they cut the end off. Well, there you go, folks. Battle of Fuji. Took me 18 minutes and 14 seconds, but we won. Well, that's the end of the campaign for now, and I will be continuing with the Oda Nobunaga campaign next time. Thank you for watching. This has been Napoleon Complex. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.